People are already creating prompts every day for ChatGPT, Gemini, Midjourney, Claude, and other AI tools. So why not build a marketplace like this where creators can sell their prompts and get paid? So as part of our micro SaaS series, where we're showing you how to build little micro SaaS websites where they can help you generate income as a business owner or as the owner of this platform, we're going to be showing you in this video how you could create this micro SaaS website where creators can come and sell their prompts. Right, you can see they can sell their prompts and generate money. And the way this website generates you money is that when your creators request for money for their payouts, you can deduct the amounts you tell them. So how it works is simple. Once people come into your platform, register and create an account and start selling their prompts, you get a commission for every sales they make. And the platform is easy and you don't need to know how to code to be able to do this. All right, let me show you. So basically, this is the one we just created. I'm going to be showing you the video. I'm going to show you how everything works and all of that. You could see the admin dashboard. It is easy, right? Very easy. I'm going to show you how the full system works. Then you could come to your user dashboard and the user can sell each of their prompts. The users can create the prompts, can paste the prompt, and all of those stuff. So if you're interested in learning how to create this creators prompt selling marketplace or prompt selling marketplace where creators and your users should come and sell their prompt, where other users can come and buy prompts so that you can use it for any of their tasks, AI prompts and all. So if you're interested, let's get started. But first of all, at this point, I'll say please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can enable us grow and achieve greater success, and try as much as possible to watch the video so you could get the full knowledge. We always save the best for the last, so go through the video and let's get started. So if you've gone through our channel and you see most of these SaaS platforms we've been creating, one of the things you would have gotten used to is the fact that we always say, if you want to build your website and you're just starting fresh, you don't need to know how to code, you don't need a programmer, you don't need any technical knowledge. If you follow these videos step by step, you'll be able to do it. The first thing you will need is a domain and a hosting name. My recommendation is always with Hostinger. We have an affiliate link you could use on the description to get your domain and hosting with Hostinger, and we will get a little bit of commission at no extra charge to you. If you make use of my referral link, you'll be getting a free domain, so you could get started immediately. And also I'll also help you to install the script, then you can follow the video to work on all the parts of the script. So this way it's a win-win situation. But if you want something more affordable and you want something that can help you follow the video, you could go with Namecheap. They are good hosting provider, or you could go with your local hosting, like people in Nigeria can go with like Domain King, and there are other hosting provider out there. But just make sure that the hosting provider you're making use of is making use of cPanel, because that will be the fundamental of everything we're going to be creating in this video. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe. Then you could also come in to check out other videos. And if you want to get the hosting and domain yourself, you could go to our channel. You're going to find how to create buy your hosting and domain with Hostinger. We also have that for Namecheap, and you can do it to use our referral link. All right, so that being said, after you get your hosting and domain, one very important thing you need to know is that you will need to head over to your cPanel. So let me go to my cPanel. I've just prepared everything so we could do this video fast, and this will not take you time at all. So head over to cPanel and come here and search for File Manager. So once you come to search for File Manager, just open it up. Did I open it? Oh, I think I did already, but let me just open it here. Alright, so once you're on File Manager, if you are just getting your hosting and domain for the very first time, what you want to do is to scroll down and head to public_html. Yeah, you're going to open it up and here will be empty. I have all these files and folder because I have currently a website here. It's our academy that is currently running here in case you're interested. And if you to learn one-on-one with us, but because of that I cannot use this. But this is where you're going to be using if this is your first time. So this is where your domain is located, under your public_html. But I'm going to be using another domain extension that I have here, so you could go ahead to use yours, or you could use a subdomain. I'll put this video in the description showing you how to create a subdomain. Now once you do that, once you come here, what you want to do is click on upload. I already have my script uploaded, you can see it there, but what you want to do is click on select file here. I'm going to say the script, this is the script basically. Then it will start loading. Once it's loaded, it will load completely and it will show green. You give like a green color to there that's complete. Once it's complete, you want to click on go back, right? But since I already have my script, I will just work with what I already have, so that because of time, I want to make sure that everything goes smooth. All right, the next thing you want to do is to right click on this, make sure to select right click and click on extract. So click on extract file here. So once that's done, click on close here. All right, so what you want to do is to open this up, then click on select all. Then you're going to click on move, then move to your normal domain. All right, so you can take this out, then go. So now this is where the script comes in. So what you want to do is to open up your domain in a new tab. I'm just going to open a new tab, then paste my domain and open it up. So your domain is basically your web address, right? So once you're here, what you want to do is to scroll down and click on next here. You're going to put in your purchase key. So you want to put your purchase key and click on verify and next here. This takes you to the next part. Here you're going to be putting certain information, including your database. Now I want you to head over back to cPanel. On the search here, you're going to be searching for data, and you're going to see this option, manage my database. So open it up. So what you want to do is you're going to create a database and a database user, all right? Then connect both, or to some in a different word, what we're just saying is you're going to create a database name and a user, and we're going to connect both. So what you want to do is I'm just going to call this I'm just going to put 3 B's here, right? Then click on create. Then you're going to click go back, then scroll down, and you're going to put for the user, put the same name. I love to use the same. Then click on password generator. Make sure your password does not have hash, right? If it has, you have to generate a new one. Okay, then click on I have copied, then use password. All right, so make sure it's green, then click on create user. All right, so we're going to click on go back again. This time around, I want you to scroll down. You're going to see add user to database. You're going to select the database we just created. So then click on add. Here you're going to click on all privileges and click on make changes. Remember to save your passwords. You're going to come here and input that password you created. Then you're going to copy just one of these. So just copy just one of them because both of them has the same name. So what you want to do is under your database username, you're going to paste it. Your database name still paste the same thing. Okay. Then here you're going to give your website a name, right? Then you want to scroll down and click on submit. So just give it some time. Now it says the database could not connect to database. Please check your configuration. All right, so sometimes you may have issue with your database password. So what I like to do is in this kind of case, I just click on go back here. Now we notice we've not done something. So I think I forgot to do something. So come here, the same thing, click on add. Okay, so check this, come down and click on make changes. How does it feel like I did not do this? Okay, so I'm going to do this again. So just give it some time. And here we go. So now everything is set. Now you notice from what I showed you, you can see that there are so much images and all of this stuff, right? So now if you want to use the images that are on this, right, just to replicate it the same way, you can go to the scripts that we've given to you, open it up. Then you're going to find this option called public. Then you're going to scroll down, you're going to find assets here. Under assets, you're going to find img, which is for the images. So here you can find all the images that was used, right? So you could go ahead, the images that's used in the about us, you will find them here and all of the stuff, just in case you are interested in that. But that being said, the next thing you want to do is to log in. So you're going to come here and click login here. Then you're going to put in the login information. Now this brings you to the dashboard, right? All right, so now that you're in the dashboard, there are a few things we're going to do, and I'm going to also show you a few things you could do to actually make some money and the whole process as you go on. So the first thing you want to do is you could come to your profile and edit your profile. You change your admin name, you can change the email address here to a proper email address. You put your phone number, you can put your personal image. Then here you put the old password and the new password so you could change it so that you know that your system is using a totally different passwords. Then the next thing you want to do is come to developer settings. Here you're going to go to app settings, and we're going to make few changes under the app settings. So first of all, you could put your app name, right? Then you want to make sure to leave this visibility. Then your application time zone, whatever country you're in, America, US, I think America is US, right? Canada, India, wherever you are in the world, right? UK and all of those stuff, Nigeria and all of stuff. You want to make sure to select the time zone that is specifically for that, right? Then you want to click on update settings. Once you're done with that, you want to come to SMTP settings. Now SMTP helps you to send in and out emails, right? So you'll be able to send mails, right? So you want to come here under, so for this you need to go back to cPanel. First of all, I've created multiple videos where I showed you how to set up your email, and it's basically simple. So I'm just going to show you a bit of it. So under your cPanel, you want to search for email. You click on email account. Then you want to click on create here. Then select the domain you're creating with. Then once you do that, for the username, so I'm going to call this, let's say I call this what do we call this, prompt, right? Then you're going to select a password or click on generate password. So once you do that, just click on create and you're good to go. So while that saves, you want to come back here and you're going to start with password, mail password. You're going to paste the password you've just gotten. Then now under the email we created this, you want to click on connect device here. So scroll down, you're going to see your username. You're going to copy this, which is the email address itself. You're going to come under the incoming mail, so you could put this. You could put your website address here, Ziflite. You could put email address again, yeah. Then you want to set this to SSL, or you can set it to TLS if you want, but I prefer the SSL. Then for the username, you want to post that username here. Now we have hosting, so we're going to change this. This is very important. You're going to see incoming server, which is usually your domain when you're using Namecheap. I mean, we are using Namecheap, right? It's not Mailchimp, sorry. When you're using Namecheap, is usually your domain. But if you're using some other cPanel, it may start with SMTP, I mean email.yourdomain.smtp or whatever. Just make sure to go to this and check it out to confirm, right? So everything is fine now. What we want to do is to scroll down and click on update settings. All right, so once that setting has been updated, the next thing we're going to look at is social login setting. Now this is simple. When people let me show you a bit of example. I'm already logged in. Okay, let me click on this login here. Now you find this option, login with Google, right? So that's what we're going to set up, this option, so people can easily create an account or log in with Google. It's basic, simple stuff. So for this, I created a video that I posted. So sometimes we create videos specifically for something. Like this video is how to set up reCAPTCHA, just basically for people that want to avoid people being their website being spammed. You could use a Google reCAPTCHA, we just put it out there. But this video, this is what you're looking for. You're going to come here and look for how to set up your Google login, right? Follow the video step by step. You'll be able to do it. It's really simple, right? So just to not to take so much time, so I already have my information. I'm just going to copy that. Then under my secret key, I'm going to paste that. Then I also copy my client's ID. Then I paste it here, and that's all I need to do. I just click on update settings, and that's all. Pretty easy. Okay, you have your name Mailchimp settings. If you want to be sending email from Mailchimp API, you could just do it to check this out. Then storage, you can store all the things directly on your website server, which is what you could start with. But if you want to use Wasibi, is also free, to store information just to make your site faster, you could do that as well. All right, this is done. You could go through the admin yourself. But when we talk about the next thing we're going to talk about is you could do your admin and role and title and role permissions yourself. There's nothing there. So the next thing is just basic page settings. Now here you want to change the logo so it appears to be your own logo. You want to put your logo light font, your logo in white, here your logo in black, right? Then you want to put your favicon. Your favicon is basically on our website. You're going to see on YouTube, you're going to see this icon here. So that's what a favicon is. It's basic stuff, right? You put all your contact information here. Put what you want people to see, then put your social media handles and profile here as well. So it's not something so difficult to do this. All right, like I said, it's not difficult. So here you're going to choose theme. So this is where it gets interesting, right? Now if you come to this testing site here, you're going to see we have home 1, home 2, so you could switch between them, right? So let me go to home 2. Let's see how it looks like. So this is the home 2 which we used in the introductory video, right? You could go with home 1 and the likes of them, right? So that's here. So what we want to do is to use what we used in the introductory video. We'll activate home 2 here, and this way we will be able to start. So you want to activate this, and you could just come to open your website basically at the front end here. All right, so you can see that everything looks as if there's nothing here, which is fine, right? The way the site is built is that once you start adding things, or once you use the start adding things, they begin to appear, right? So once prompts are added and all of those stuff. So I'm just going to give you a quick clear example of that. But before that, let's just set up a few things. Here we have your header footer. So you want to add something here, or you want to use what's here, depending. So if you scroll down, you're going to find this header footer announcement. But here you're going to say find top prompt, produce better result. This stuff you see here, yeah, you could just change it by typing here. You could add your certificate image, which is more like a logo, or if you have a certificate image. Then under your homepage, you have call to action. More than 13,000 use our platform. If you come to the homepage, more than 13,000 people use our platform. You can find it here, right? Then you can find all of this. So just make sure to change it. Now there are places where you have all of these links, so you want to leave them for now the way they are, right? Yeah, if you have a QR code you want people to scan, you could put them here. So the many things are just few things you want to leave, right? Then your contact us page here, you're going to put all your contact us information. Nothing so much. You see, everything works well. Now you're going to see this option called slider very soon. Yeah, there's nothing on it, right? But as we go on, you're going to see how that is important. Then we have your menus. Then we have partners. So partners are people that have partnered with your or AI. Let's say you want people to sell prompts about Claude or ChatGPT or Gemini or Grok or any other. You could just put their logo as a partner here, which is typically simple. You want to click on action, click on edit here, choose to add your logo, the name of the brand, and the brand URL, and you could just put it as a partner if you're in partnership with them of some sort. Here's your about us. There's the themes, right? Your theme. Then these are steps. So steps are basically just telling people, oh, create an account, just go through this. Then you have your blogs and all. You have your notification if you want to send a wild notification to everybody, right? So we have your prompt models, right? This is very important. So when people create prompts, they create prompt for specific AI, right? So for instance, let's say you want to create a prompt for ChatGPT. So you have GPT prompt, we have Bird prompt, we have Leonardo AI. This for, I think, image generation, Stable Diffusion image generation, Midjourney is image generation, Dell image generation. So you could add prompt, this is prompt model like Claude Opus. Claude Opus, you could add for Grok, you could add for DeepSeek and the likes of them. Then we also have prompt category, right? So you have different prompts. So what category is a prompt for? Is it about a prompt for YouTube automation movie? Is it a prompt for image generation? Is it a prompt for 3D photo shoot, image generation. So you want to add all of those categories so your users and creators can actually pick from those and sell, right? Then we have your prompt collections. This is just basically collections of multiple prompts that have been on your website. As users post, you're going to find collections that you want to do. So you have few things. You have your review rating, we have your credit logs. So basically, yeah, you're going to find credit logs, all the credit that people have gotten, bought, and everything. So, but first of all, before we'll come back to this quickly, we have your payout request. So when a creator wants to be paid, right, you could set up when a creator is okay, he wants to be paid his money, he's going to request the payout. This is where you're going to find it, and this is where you're going to approve, right? We have your payment method. So payout method. Now, when a creator requests to be paid out, depending, so what we have here is Pioneer. You could add other place. You could add PayPal, so they could just submit the email address. You could add, and now you're going to put how much they'll be charged. So this is where you're going to be putting your commission. Let's say for the payout, you can put how much will be charged and all of this stuff. So you could put how long it will be delayed, how long it will take for the payment to process, and all. You could put all the information and all. So the next is what we call cron job. This is very important, right? Cron job will help execute some automatic stuff like calculate sales amount for author, execute schedule, and all of those stuff. So I'm going to show you how this is done quickly. What you want to do is to go back to cPanel. All right, so make sure you click on cPanel here. Then you're going to search for cron job. You're going to find it here, so just open it up. Then I'm just going to show how one works. What you want to do is make sure you are not copying the stars, right? You want to call start from here. For this, you want to start from here. For this, you want to start from here. So I'm just going to pick one randomly and going to copy this, right? Or let's say we pick this, right? Remember, you're starting from here, so you copy. Then you come here, you want to set this to once per 5 minutes. Scroll down to the bottom and paste the code, the cron job code. Then click on add. Then it's going to be added. Then this process will be automated, right? So that's what cron job is for. You have your payment gateway. So this is pretty simple. If you're using all of this payment gateway, you're using Paystack or Flutterwave or PayU or Razorpay, any of these, or Molly or Stripe, you just need to get the API keys for them. So if I open Paystack up now, you're going to find Paystack, right? The logo is already added. What you want to put is your currency. If it's a USD, then you want to make sure to put the amount, the minimum amount, right? The maximum amount, how much it's going to be, you're going to be charging. Then your public key, your secret key, if you have any payment instruction, and make sure to activate it. All right. So if you want any specific on this, like how can you get your Paystack, how can you create a Paystack account, I'll try to put a video in the description, but it's basic, simple, right? If you still want information on this, you could just ask ChatGPT, how do I get my Paystack public key and secret key, and to give it direction. You could find tons of video out there, right? Then the next one is to go to customers. Here you're going to find all your customers. Here you're going to find all the orders, and here you can find the full dashboard of everything, right? It's easy. If you can see that in less than 20 minutes we've run through this, install, and all of that. So let me quickly run through something. Now, if you want to make extra money, you can give an AI. So with the AI, your creators will just buy AI credits. So for that, I want you to go to, I think I forgot to handle that. You're going to open AI API here. Then you're going to copy your OpenAI API and paste it here. OpenAI API is as cheap as $5 per for as long as, I think $5 will get you more than up to 2.5 million tokens for like GPT-4. So you could use it here, and I already have that. So I'm just going to copy mine, then I'm done. Just so in case you're interested in doing this, you want to go to platform.openai.com and make sure you already have an OpenAI account or a ChatGPT account. Once you're here, you want to make sure to head over to billing first, where you're going to be adding your money. So you could click here, under the settings here. So under the settings, you want to come to billing here. Now you need to add a payment method, then add a payment method, then add a credit. Then from a payment method that's been successfully added, then add your payment, right? So if you're in African country, mostly Nigeria and some other African country, I advise you go with gray card. I think I used them once to add payments here, and it works well. So you could actually check that out if you, yeah. So I will try to put like a link in the description showing how to get a great dollar card. It's basic, simple stuff, right? So that being said, you want to head over to API keys. Once you've added your money, make sure you have funds or else it will not work. Then you generate a key. So I'm just going to come here and paste that open AI API key, and I'll update it here. Right, so everything is working. So we're fully set up the full site. So what we want to do is, I'm just going to test with a user account. We're going to add a few things with the user account. We're going to create a prompt. I'm just going to put dump test throughout the process, but just to show you that it works and everything works fine. So once you come here, you want to so basically this whole thing doesn't work again. So let me just cancel this. Then we're going to paste this here, then click on open. Click on enter, sorry. All right, now you can see that the whole site just still look dumb. No problem. So what you want to do is click on login here. Then the first thing is you could use an account, but we don't want to log in. Remember, we don't have an account, so click on register. Then we could register by putting our emails, name, and all of this stuff. But the fastest way is just to continue with Google here, and you see how the registration process will go smooth. And that's all. Simple. They've registered. You'll find out that information soon, but let's go here. So you go to dashboard here. So a creator comes here, comes to the dashboard. Here is going to find all the information, right? He can add his prompt, manage his sales, and all of that. So he has prompt, he has the collections, he's going to see the sales, he's going to see if he has made any purchase, maybe he purchased the prompt and all of this stuff. So what you want to do is click on add prompt here. Then here you can see the options of the different AI model, right? So you want to make all AI modem available for people, right? So if I click on ChatGPT or GPT prompt, now this is how the creators prompt collection works. So here you're going to find the preview screen of what is creating. So I'm just going to call this Ziflite, basically the name of the prompt. Basically, let's say if it's a video prompt, it will just add video prompt, or AI automation prompt, or image generation for let's say image generation to make your photo look studio realistic, something like that. He will describe what the prompt is. I'm just going to put random text, then he will select the category, right? So remember the categories I told you about, if it's about business, chatbot, or whatever. So I'm just going to pick random stuff. So you enter the price. I'm going with the $5 price. Then I'm going to go with tab, then click on next. So here he's going to put an impressionist oil painting. So here is going to put the prompt. What's the prompt, right? If it's an AI, if it's a prompt that help them create quality image for their video, for their photos, whatever. So you put the prompt here, then the instruction on how the prompt is. Okay, instruction that aligns with the prompt, you put it here. Then you could leave that. So I'm just going to put, if there's any other information, native prompt, put it here. Now I'm just going to select an image, random image here, then a preview, random image again. This will be on the preview screen, right? It will be on the first image that the user will see, right? Then if he has any other instructions, he can just put them here, then click on next. Now this will start processing. All right, so congratulations, prompt created successfully, basically. So he can preview it here. You can see the preview screen, the likes, the price, and everything here, bruh. So if we go to the home screen here from this creator's account, now you will notice there's nothing, right? Because if you see, I forgot to point out the notification. If you notice, what was on the notification was that it has been like, congratulations, he has created a prompt, right? But it has to be approved. So let's come back here. Then what we want to do is, I'll just show you. If you come to the dashboard now, you scroll down, you will see, before you scroll down, you see prompt request. There's one prompt request here. So if you scroll down, you are going to find that prompt, right? Prompt request here. This is a recent prompt. You can see the prompt is pending. You can see the price and everything about the prompt here. Right, you could click it here and you can find the prompt. Right, the first best way is to come to prompts. Right, you're going to see pending prompt. You open it up here. Then under action, what you want to do is click on not view. Under action, you want to do is click on edit, then change it from pending to active, then update. So the prompt has been updated. If we come to the home and we click on this here, go down, you're going to find the prompt. It's here, right? But that's not all. We want it to be part of our top collection. So what to do is to come, you'll see where you come to find you come to slider here. You're going to see this one for this is disabled. More will be added. What you want to do is click on edit, then draft, active, update. Now let's just come to this place and refresh this. Now you can see it's like as more users keep adding, they to be being added here. You just have to approve. They can view the market. They'll find all prompts, right? So you just sell this to people and you get it. So this is basically how to build this prompt marketplace. It's really cool and you can earn a whole lot of money from it. So you could still check out our TikTok and Instagram page where we talk more about how to market this and how to basically how to market this majorly, right? And how you can use it and all of this stuff. But yeah, thank you. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video where we'll talk more about other SaaS. You could do well to as well check out other SaaS systems we've created so far in case you're interested in any of them, from the AI to the disposable email to the AI job to VTU and all of those stuff. So you can explore our channel. There are tons of video where we show you how to create different kinds of websites: crypto investment, banking, shipping, school management system, HR management system, movie downloading website, and a whole lot more. So don't forget to subscribe, follow, check out our channel, and please try to leave a comment and click on the bell icon. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next video.